to the channel, and today I'm going to be doing September's podcast. I know it's late and I'm sorry. I have started a new job and I just have not had any time to film. So I want to go ahead and do it now real quickly and share everything that I made in the month of September. So I have a basket down here. I'm just going to start pulling off the top and we'll go from there. So I made a machine knit scarf for my husband for him to wear at work. He works outside, but he has to wear a uniform. So he thought that this one would be a really nice color that goes with that. And I just made it on my knitting machine. I made it on the smaller centro, like the middle centro. I can't remember how many. I think it's 24 peg or needles, but it is the smaller one. It's the same one that I make my headbands out of, but I just made it as long as I thought that it would need to be, so he has enough space to be able to have it, to wear it and then wrap it around if he gets too cold, but not have it hanging too far down because it would bug him and he wouldn't like it. So this wool is from the Knit Crate boxes that I used to get years ago. I still have a whole couple cubicles on my shelf over here that are full of these Knit Crate yarns. But it is like a wool, I think it was merino wool something blend, I don't remember, but it worked up really well on my machine, even though it was a really fine, I'm going to guess maybe a number 2, which normally those machines take a number 4. But it turned out really nice, so now he has it. We are starting to get a little chilly. Probably not scarf chilly yet, but enough for him to be needing it within the next month or so. So I'm glad I got that finished. You'll have, if you're following my 13 weeks of Halloween, you'll have seen these already. So these are the cup cozies for my 20-ounce tumbler. So I have a pumpkin one, a candy corn one, and a ghost one. So they turned out really cute. The pumpkin is my favorite. I just think it's really cute and I really like it. If you want to see these more in depth, then you can go click on the 13 weeks of Halloween for 2025, and I share this project. I don't remember what week it was. They're all running together at this point, but I do have a playlist that has all of the 13 weeks. Well, there will be, by the time Halloween gets here, there will be 13 weeks of projects shared there. I finished my fall sweater, and I'm actually going to put this on because I'm kind of chilly, but this is another hexagon cardigan, and I did it all in fall colors. So I started with this like mustardy yellow, and I did the brown in between each color. Then I went to this orange, which I believe is Red Heart Carrot, and then I have this red. It's a huge ball. I don't know what it is or where it came from. I'm guessing it's Red Heart, and then into this Red Heart, I believe it's coffee. So I am going to put this on because I am a little chilly out here. It is a bit cooler today, and yeah, so this is more of a cropped style cardigan. It does go to about where your belt would sit. I generally like mine a little bit longer, but I don't know what happened with this one. It just got a little short for some reason, but I think it's because my tension is changing with each sweater that I make. But I really like it. It's really cute, and it needs washed. I haven't washed it yet, and that will probably loosen it up a little bit, but that makes it much nicer in here. I have the Frankenstein amigurumis for my trick-or-treaters. Look like this. They're out of that marshmallow pattern that I've done like the ghost out of, and Yeah, I think it was just the ghost that I did out of this marshmallow pattern. So I kind of just came up with my own, kind of going off a reference picture. This is my favorite. Like I said, I do have these in that playlist for the 13 weeks of Halloween if you want a closer look up of that. Um, here is the other, and I'll try it on too. This is the other hexagon cardigan that I was working on out of that Murray Maximum yarn. I think it's those mega balls, whatever those are called. But it's just all done in one color. And it's kind of like a mulberry color. So it looks like this. I really like this one. Even though I did the same number of rows as that one, I did this one first, and then I did that one next. And I think my tension changed, and that's the reason why that one was a little bit shorter and a bit tighter than this one is. But this one turned out perfect. It probably goes to about mid-pocket on your jeans. So about hips, which is, you know, I like them a little bit longer than that, but I have been trying to do more of a fitted style cardigan instead of these big oversized ones that I normally would be drawn to, because I'm just, you know, trying to make my wardrobe a little more versatile. And, you know, a big oversized cardigan's not always appropriate for certain things. Like for my new job, I wouldn't want to wear a big oversized cardigan. I would want to wear something a little more fitting and slimming. So, yeah, that's this one. I don't recall the color, and I don't have any more. I didn't keep the ball band. And then I have a few more things. I have some coasters that I made. So the first one is the Crochet Ghost Coaster, and it's by Yarnspiration. Looks like that. So that's what it looks like. Mine was a little bit wonky. My head looks a little strange, but that's okay. Once it starts getting a warm cup set on it all the time, it should flatten out somewhat. But that's the ghost. And then these are my coasters. I do have a tutorial for them. It's just a pumpkin coaster, super simple, just a bunch of working in the round. It's 4 rows of working in the round, and then you go back and work in the stem. So it looks like that. And then this one, same pattern, a bit bigger, because I had a bunch of yarn barf everywhere when I was trying to make this one. I had the whole center of a skein come out, and I didn't want to have to sit there and try and recake it because I just didn't have time or the patience. So I just doubled up the yarn and made this coaster out of the yarn barf, and it used most of what had come out of the skein. And it is a bit larger if you compare, but this is perfect for like a large cup. We have several of those really big cups. Perfect for that, or for like a bowl of soup or whatever. But I really like how those turned out. I'm glad that I'll be able to use them now. And then the last thing that I have is my pumpkin amigurumis for my trick-or-treaters. And these are done on my knitting machine. I did them on the Addy 22 needle, and then I crocheted the little stem and the curly Q for the top. They turned out really cute. I'm thinking about, I probably won't have time because we're already into October, but I was thinking about making some large ones on my large Centro for decorations. And I might, because we still have, pumpkins are good up until November. So if I find time, I might. But these are for my trick-or-treaters. So, and I have purchased a cauldron to put them in. And then I'll have our candy bucket next to it. I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to be here or not with my new job, but my husband will, and he'll make sure that he sets them out and, you know, sets up the little signs telling them to take one and whatnot. So that is all I have for the month of September. It seems like it wasn't a lot, but it was a lot, so I don't know. I had a couple sweaters, so that took up some of the time. With my new job, my projects will probably dwindle down to only a few a month, but I still want to try and podcast when I can because I do enjoy it, and I enjoy sharing my projects, and it kind of gives me a reason to keep finishing my projects, if that makes any sense. It kind of gives me a goal that I can work toward. I need to have, you know, this project done before the end of the month so I can share it with my podcast. But they're definitely going to decrease in the amount that I actually managed to get done, and the progress that I probably am making, because my schedule is all over the place, and I can't say that I really like it, but it is what it is now, and until I find something that's more suitable, this is how it's, you know, it has to be for now. So that is all that I have for you this time, and I'll see you next time. Bye.